So this is not my first time doing these types of videos where I'm talking about what's on my mind and how I perceive a lot of situations in life. I've done this several times, and I think it's the first time I'm going to try to really commit. Okay. And I'm realizing what the challenge is with committing with a lot of things these days. And this is actually going to be the coverage of this first topic, and I think it's fitting for the topic to be about this, and it's social media. The ins, the outs, the goods, the bads. It is an amazing concept, and for me, my introduction to social media is MySpace. A lot of my peers, a lot of people in my age group, MySpace is the introduction. And to be honest with you, MySpace was amazing because it's this new, fresh, amazing thing that can help us all connect across the globe. And with that, I was just you're just creating your page, and you're able to tailor it a certain way. And I remember networking with other filmmakers and other actors from LA and Atlanta, New York. I'm like, okay, this is dope. Fast forward, we get Facebook, we get Instagram, TikTok, X. There's so many of them. To be honest with you, there's so many of them. I can't keep track. And I realized the difference between MySpace and the other platforms were, first and foremost, MySpace, you had to wait to get home to get on MySpace. It wasn't the whole device where you're carrying MySpace around in your pocket. So you would go out, you would socialize regularly, you would meet people the traditional way. And when you get home, you get to get on MySpace and check what's going on, see your MySpace messages. Fast forward to today, social media is always on you. You always have access to it. Or should I say, it always has access to you. That's where the challenge is. We can't escape it because social media is always with us, and it's killing us. It's killing our traditional social networks because we truly can't come out and socialize with people because we're burned out. We're honestly burnt out. And I'll state the example for you how it works for me. Wake up in the morning, 6, 7, sometimes a little later, but for the most part, I like to wake up around 6 or 7. I wake up, roll over, I start scrolling. Let me check Instagram first. So I'm checking Instagram. I scroll, going through people's feeds. Hopefully it's not one of those weeks where there's turmoil or wars in other countries or anything like that, because then I'm really going to be messed up. But still, I am on there, and I'm on social media, and I'm watching people's lives go by and how glamorous their lives are, because that's how we got to post. We got to post how glamorous our lives are. So we're posting how glamorous our lives are, and I'm just seeing things. Let's say I look at 20 posts. Within those 20 posts, I've seen about 50 comments. So I literally, mentally socialized already. So by the time I step out of the house, I'm like this, like, I don't want to talk to anyone because I'm burnt out. And that's what happens with social media. Another thing that happens with social media, we're being fed these stories, and we're being fed these narratives. So if let's say, for example, you're going through an issue in your relationship, you're going to go through the relationship rabbit hole. You're going to go through the fitness rabbit hole. You're going to go into one of those rabbit holes, and you're going to be stuck, and you're getting this false narrative of what real life is like. Because the way it works, it's good to be controversial. We humans love that shit. So we love controversy. So that's what we're going to actually lean to when we're on social media. That's what we want to see. So if you're having a problem with your significant other, of course you're going to love videos where, if you're a guy, where it's expressing how women are no good and you're the man and you have to show her how much of the man you are. And, if she's not doing X, Y, and Z for you, cancel her. Same thing with women. If your man's not doing this and he's not showing up for you this way or that way, cancel them. It's not really telling us or teaching us how to go out and court someone, how to maintain and sustain a relationship, how to socialize. It's feeding us BS. It's feeding us BS. And I'm sorry to say that, but there are good spaces. Let me take that back. There are some good spaces and there is good information out there. But what gets in the front of the line is a lot of the toxic stuff, because honestly, as humans, if it tells us what we want to hear, it aligns with us more. We don't want to hear anything that's contrasting to the way we're feeling, because then it's like, okay, who does this person think they are? We want to hear things that, aligns with the way that we're feeling at the moment. It makes us feel better. So with that being said, I am seeking a different approach myself. I would love for you all to express to me your different approach and how social media is affecting you. For me, I am trying to approach it in a healthier way. Before I get on it, I'm going to treat it like MySpace. When I get home, I hop on it for a little bit. Not at the beginning of my day, later on in my day. My day's already gone by. I've gotten a chance to socialize. I've gotten a chance to actually be involved in real life. Some of us don't know what it is anymore, but I want to approach I want to approach social media in a way where I am really living life first and foremost. That means showing up, getting up early in the mornings, experiencing the sunlight on my skin, experiencing the good mornings to my neighbors or whoever's walking down the street, experiencing people. Then I'll come back and experience social media as what it is: entertainment with a dash of knowledge. So for me, I feel like that is one of the fixes that will help mitigate the way that social media makes me feel. And I'm sure a lot of you feel this way, because I can feel the energy when I'm out. A lot of us just do not know how to just be around another human being. And that big effect comes from social media. We are too connected socially that we are not able to disconnect from that virtual world and connect in the real world. So I am going to work on that. I urge you all to do the same, because I love actually communicating and looking into another human being's eyes and having conversations, fulfilling conversations, not about whatever happened with whatever celebrity online, but real conversations. How you doing? How you feeling? The weather's spectacular today. Stuff like that. And, and talking about weather, it's not a bad thing. I know people were like, well, that's fluff conversation. No, it's not. A lot of people enjoy good weather. So I do as well. So it's something we're both feeling and experiencing as humans at the moment. So whatever it is, whatever small talk that you could jump into and possibly jump into something where it's more fulfilling and something that you both that you both meet eye to eye on, and things that you have interest on, start with the small talk. But I do urge you all to understand the power, the beauty of social media, because it is beautiful. We can all connect this easy with one another, and creatives can just film their stuff and put it right out there to share with the world. And the lunatics can do the same. There's a lot of lunatics out there. They're coming up with ideas, or they're stealing and ripping from other people's ideas, and they're going to, whatever they saw, they're just going to reshare it because it works for them. And that's fine. That's okay. Let them do their things, but you have to realize how it affects you at the end of the day. And that's all I got on that. Peace.